Sorry, I was speaking on mute. So we have two only, Ashok sir and Sukhman Preet Kaur. बाकी सब इंडिया पाकिस्तान मैच देख रहे हैं. Good.
Hi sir, good evening. This is Ashok.
Hello Ashok sir.
Only English is better for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for informing me in advance because I do ask this question in the class and Symbiosis specifically has told me if you are using Hindi, check with students whether they are comfortable or not. In case they are not, so please don't use it because these classes go on recorded lines. So there are students from outside India as well who do not understand at all. Okay, subject which has been given to me is doing business in India. Earlier, when we got independent, the Britishers time chalte hain, way back when we were no, independent, we were contributing to 40% of world's GDP. You are so high, so good in doing business. Tabhi then only Britishers came to India to see why, what are we? We are Indians. And we used to manufacture, specifically, we were known for spices, and that's what the Britishers came to us for trading. I don't know about Mughals' reason for coming up to India, but again, more than looting. But we are having doing business since ages. It's not now that business has been done in India. 1947 till 1991, we were a closed economy. So business was doing very well. That this period majorly spoiled many parts of business progression. Since Modi government came up, he has expanded many scoping to do business, specifically the export incentives, due to which defense equipment has been more taken for manufacturing in India. So let's go with where we are and what are the challenges we are facing, the basic business context, issues and challenging challenges while we are doing business in India specifically, tips and tricks to overcome these issues and challenges, legal framework of doing business in India, social, cultural, institutional mechanism of doing business in India. If I talk about some tips and tricks, plastic waste, human waste, some companies are utilizing these waste material to convert them into a regular stuff of usage material. Like say for example, there was a Shark Tank case I was studying today. He converted all the plastic bottles and waste plastic of garbage from India to a shoe company, and the name and the trend he introduced was a sneaker, not of that what Nike and Adidas does. And then fortunately, if my shoe goes older and I don't want to use in India now, I'll sell that back to company. They have a buyback option also, which they will refurbish and resell to the underprivileged class, the slum areas where they don't have even the slippers to walk. So there they are selling at a very cheaper cost. For the shoe which I have already used and I don't need it now. So lesser than the least wastage, and they are very much highly paid instead of in case of your venture capitalists. And so there's some tips and tricks where you can use something which nobody has thought of. Like I said, Blinkit is introducing ambulance, 10 minutes ambulance, emergency services. I need a printout of this PPT right now. I need to give it to some symbiosis and send it to them by courier right now. Say for example, I don't have a printer with me right now. I'll just convert this into PDF, upload this PDF on Blinkit, ask them to print it for me and give it to my home. That's it. I don't have to search for a cyber cafe, print it, nothing. Some things which are with the wind, with the time to convert. Okay, so business context of India at a glance. We have a world's largest population now with 1.4 billion people average to last census with the last census. Largest democracy in the world. As you enter from anywhere in the world, you enter India. This is the tagline of India, largest democracy of world. Fifth largest economy globally, time by time, G20 summit, G10 summit, which have been reduced in India. It means to the world that India is growing at a very massive scale. It looks like government is doing nothing, but on the whole, if you see the economy as a larger whole, we are world's largest economy and growing rapidly to diverse fields. First example which I just shared about the defense equipment and many other things which make in India is contributing to the export sector of India. And then we are coming with battery cars, where our major investment which we go for oil import will drastically go down. We are trying to tie up with Russia so that this dollar, because the trade of oil which is happening in dollars, it spoils a lot of, it gives a very large import bill to India, because we are paying in dollars first, and then Saudi or the other countries which are selling oil to us, they are converting the dollar back to their local currency. So there's the currency conversion loss also in between. So Russia and India are tying up to trying up, and again India is trying to trade this oil in Indian currency, so that the world, you say, powerful economy which US says they are, it's not. It should not, at least. Because we want to be the world's largest. Because we were the world largest, in fact. We are not, initially we're trying. We were the world largest. Somebody looted us. So we have taken a back seat. But again, we have the tendency to grow at large scale. That is why they're trying to make this oil trade from Russia than from Saudi and these countries, because there you need to trade in oil, in dollars. And again, the, you say, defense wise, our partner country is Russia, so they are very genuine to us. So again, treaties policies are going on. Let's see what happens. So why India? Large consumer market, growing middle class, from cosmetics, from, you say, I think you must have read, German prime minister, he came to India. He saw milk wala, vegetable seller, um, every second shopkeeper is taking money through this barcode. What is this barcode? Digitization of money of economy of India. It's nowhere in the world. Blinkit, Zepto, your Zomato, Swiggy, these services are not there in US and UK. I've been to these countries. To buy something from a grocery shop, Walmart, we need to travel. If I'm in UK, I need to go to Tesco and buy these stuff. There's nobody who can get the basic stuff for my cooking, and because there we used to have a service in studio apartments and kitchenette with us. Nobody from the family was there. We was to interrupt for 3 months or for say 45 days, and then we used to cook everything ourselves and get it for us. Some majority of the Indian shops are there, so we used to go there and buy for us. No one there was there to get this uh, basic stuff at our place. Blinkit thought of it. Let's do it something different. When country thought of digitization and we were looking at the challenge in a challenging form, today it's a regular feature. Barcode, please give me the barcode, I'll pay you by UPI. Hardly anybody takes cash along with them because everything is there in UPI. Hardly I have seen anybody in this growing middle class economy where people are not taking your money with digitized account, because it gives you a sense that everything is there in your bank account, traceable. Black money already gone. GST returns. Earlier, the income tax or your corporation tax paid by the small retailers and these one business class, they were not paying the taxation. Being they can waste the money, but they say we are Indians, we should not pay tax, or say why we should pay tax, because we are citizens of India. We are earning for ourselves. That was spoiling the tax payments. What tax payment was done by the salaried class, because salaried class will get a TDS deducted amount. Whatever I'll get income from symbiosis, they'll pay me by deducting the TDS, deducted at source. So this gives a burden to the salaried class because we are paying the taxation prior to what we have been paid. So that is why GST concept was introduced. Every shopkeeper, every small business house, big business house, they have to have a GST number and file a GST return apart from your corporate tax returns. If you are not doing it, you'll be penalized. That's why the tax collection went for a huge scale, and then again, country gets money for your fiscal expenditure, monetary, and again, your expenditure, so that they can build dam, bridges, highways, and something like that. Diverse economy. We are in primary sector as well as secondary sector. We are there in agriculture, manufacturing, primary, secondary services, and technology wise, we have beaten the world by introducing the concept of United Payment Interface. This is not there anywhere in the world. Skilled workforce, and I think last year I went to Singapore. Singapore is accepting UPI payments into Indian currency. They'll automatically convert themselves in dollars. But Indian phone pay barcode was there in Singapore. Surprisingly, they are using our technology. So we are again moving ahead. Skilled workforce, younger population these days are learning coding from like sixth standard. So by the time they graduate or they become a BTech graduate or they become BCA graduate, the today's BCA graduate will be less skilled than them because from the school days they are learning what should have been taught in colleges and say technical schools. We are very much going ahead in skilled force. And again, as the time will grow, skilled will be more in demand than just your degrees. As an MBA, I've seen people they don't know even the basics of MS Excel, which is very basic. We look up pivot table, count if, sum if, they're very basics. But again, we focus more on mugging up. Excel is a skill, coding is a skill, your even writing PPT making is your skill. But hard fact of the world is we are being taught like that. You see, there is a subject in economics, problems of Indian economy. When I was in 12th standard way back in 2001, I studied that subject. When I graduated till 2004 from DU, Delhi University, I studied that subject. In MBA, I studied that subject. What are these problems I am studying? I am teaching to my students. Even my teachers taught me. Oh my God, what kind of problems these are? These are not getting solved out. That is why these are not solved out because we are focusing more on theoretical part. The more skilled workforce we have, the more better it will be for jobs, poverty, unemployment. These automatic problem will go off. Digital transformation, we have seen UPI, online business, online teaching. COVID has given teachers and students both a blessing. Today, I can teach at home, sitting at home. I think currently I'm teaching in 5 to 6 universities. I don't take the name. But again, they have given me a chance because the trend is like that now that every university is offering the online courses. Physical classrooms have been taken a back seat and digital classrooms have taken a front screen. I have taught students from Canada, I've taught students from Dubai. I taught with one of the universities from Dubai, where students from there from South Africa, Saudi Arabia, Dubai, India, because everybody needs teachers and quality of teaching. They don't want give that physical uh, education, physical classroom education should be the only limitation. Teacher has to come to the classroom, then only teacher student will study. If a student wants to study, he has immense amount of options. YouTube, social media, you all know. Any questions before we proceed to next slide?
No, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. So digital transformation wise, we are going way ahead. And in world is going way ahead. We want to study online today so that we can you add me and this one your Coursera and every IIM has launched their online MBA now. IIM Ahmedabad has launched their first 2 years online executive MBA. Fees is same. ISB again has launched their executive MBA online, fully online. Fees is same for both. IIM Ahmedabad is charging 22 lakhs and ISB is charging 36 lakhs. 2 years fully online. There's no placement assistance, but people are doing it because of tag of Ahmedabad. That's why. So, and I think I was about to enroll for a course that was for this one AI and ML, artificial intelligence. That was for 16 months of IIM Ahmedabad, 16 to 18 months, and the course fees was 12.5 lakhs. Again, no placement assistance, but again, they are guaranteeing you get an IIM tagline just for LinkedIn purpose. You spend 12.5 lakhs. No more. Because IT support is there with you. IT and software services. India has the means world leading company Infosys, which has a New York listed company and major software services being contributed to the world. Global leader in IT and outsourcing software services sector contributes significantly to India's GDP. major export industry. We are exporting our services. BPO, KPO has taken a very much seat ahead in India. The sad part of the world is they are existing in India because Indian currency is being very much devalued. 83, 84 is 85, I think, is the current price instead of dollars. That's why many of the business houses from US, many business, much part of the business is coming from US because the payment which we they do to somebody, say somebody's salary is $1 lakh, so that person is earning 85 lakhs as per Indian currency. On the other side of coin, if I offer them, say, salary of $10,000, $10,000 Indian currency means 8.5 lakh. That's the average management trainee starting salary in these companies like Accenture, TCS. Take the name Captive. HSBC also has HDPI unit in India. There we are getting benefit of employment, multiple employment. I'm talking about one. If you take the total population of Accenture, Genpact, and all these companies, Infosys, TCS, Wipro, HCL, huge number of population of young in the mid-age groups are working here. But the sad part again of the world is that tomorrow, if our currency gets stronger, these BPO industries might go back, and we face a huge, large chunk of unemployment. Again, let's see. Because till that time, we might be there might be other opportunities not limited to our life, should not be limited to IT only. So, growth drivers, technology innovation, strong internet infrastructure, and large pool of tech-savvy professionals. Roman Bhusin, founder of Genpact, he once upon a time said when he was introducing Genpact to India, it was with the name of GE Capital International Services, GECIS. So his boss said that India lags behind telephonic infrastructure. How will you give? How will you generate a business here with the satellite purpose? You need to send emails. You need to have a call center. You need to have multiple calling with each other of the US and India people. So satellite wise, it was a tech challenge. They went to the government of India, and then this rest is story. Genpact is in front of you. And again, Genpact contributed majority chunk to Gurgaon's growth. I think when I was there as a in the you say entry level, it was in Golf Course Road. The office was there, and I remember it was totally a jungle, a forest. We couldn't see a human being on Golf Course Road. Today, if you go to Golf Course Road of Gurgaon, it's the busiest road, especially in the evening time. Time much changes, tech savvy wise, professionals have changed, population has grown, and development has grown. The one that you saw, that DLF Camellia sold for 190 crores, that is on that road itself. There are one DLF Magnolia and DLF Camellia, very costly flats. Demographics impact: India has a large, young, tech savvy workforce with a 60% of population under the age of 35 and very much skilled and tech ahead of for you, this one, especially your laptops, computer. We used to see a big value computer, right? The fatty computer when we were students and kids. Today, laptop is very normal. Laptop, even your mobile phones are very common. Half of the life is spent on mobile phones. Even if you don't go to toilets without taking phones, right? No, it's our on bed. It's our pillow. In toilet, you go with it, and and the small kids, they eat food with this mobile phones. It's the impact of IT. You can't do anything. Means whenever I go to gym and fitness centers, I make sure either my mobile phone is switched off or it's at home. At least sometime it should be away. It should not be We should not be addicted to technology that tomorrow it goes off and we are totally gone. Manufacturing engineering. So India, wide range of manufacturing activities including automobiles, textiles, steel, chemicals, manufacturing machinery. You have Tata Motors coming up more with your electric cars. Number one on the in electric cars right now. They're coming every second car is electric car. Mahindra, Larsen and Turbo, Two bro, sorry. Reliance Industries. Oh my God, genius one. Reliance Infocom. Geo. Name says Geo. Growth drivers. Make in India initiative. Increase automation. Rising domestic demand. Because when we are using technology, we are using say good in front of for engineering. We are building way big, better infrastructure than we were using earlier. If you take an example of Delhi Metro, it was a dream to travel from Gurgaon to Delhi at one point of time. Today, it is hardly an hour. Just board the metro and go off. But it had some challenges. The person who led this project, Delhi Metro, Sridharan, he came with this objective that we have to build. See, when we in economics, when we study land has concept below the surface, on the surface, upper the surface. Three. Now, on the surface, we are already more populated on roads, so you can't have a monorail on the road in India like we have in Europe and UK. But we can have under the below the surface and up the surface. So land area is again limited. Since you go in any part of the ancient India or today, size of earth is limited. You cannot grow earth more. Earth is same. The land has limited availability. He proposed this initiative. When we need land, it should not be delayed because government projects have a tendency to face delays of for so and so forth reasons. Even if the PM's office will come in front of the metro, it has to be broken out. We need metro, so we need metro, and every deadline will be beaten up. Will not meet the deadline, will beat the deadline. Every time the project is completed, say on 28th of Feb, it should be done by 14th of Feb. All the roads which have been broken by any chance because of heavy material to and fro for metro, all roads will be duly constructed once the metro is complete. It is the responsibility of DMRC, not the local municipal corporations. We will construct the roads, we'll do it, and metro will be clean and hygienically maintained. Like not like the railway stations, overpopulated and dust and pollution and your garbage is thrown everywhere. But in metro, there is a penalty to it. You see, metro stations are neat and clean. Metro has cafes, but metro does not have garbage because there is a penalty for the cafes as well as for the travelers. Don't pollute metro. It keeps on happening. You see, almost every you travel in the metro, this always comes this sound to us on by every sane individuals. Why are you eating? Even if security catches you, they'll throw you out because in metro eating is not allowed. The announcements keeps on happening. That is why, because there is a penalty of 3 to 400 rupees, but the 3 to 400 rupees might looks embarrassing because you were polluting the metro and everybody is traveling on a daily basis scale there. So India has imported this technology from Japan and they have a technology transfer agreement that we can use this technology anywhere in the part of India. So Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore was about to start, but again, unfortunately, has not. Hyderabad, Chandigarh, these all cities have started developing metro in them, in their respective demography. So growing middle class, expected to be 500 million by 2030, is driving demand for durable goods, which are being developed by or manufactured by this manufacturing engineering industry. Then we have industry-related demographics for automobile industry. India is world fourth largest automotive producer, a major hub for both vehicle manufacturing and parts production. Maruti, the I think last two statistics I stated after 2 years back, they are still more than 50%, but over a period of time, their market share has been reduced because of some players which are playing key role in reducing the market share of Maruti. And again, because new player comes with a new technology and new discounts and new offers and new looks for the car, due to which Maruti has to take a back seat. But they are also keep on running and trying that we should not go below 50% the market share. Till date, also since we have been expanded in 1991 and 2025, we are Still, Maruti holds 25, more than 50% of share. So that's a big game, which other players are not able to understand. But again, Hyundai tried their best. They have come with their sister concerns in 2018. Kia is sister concern of Hyundai. Kia holds 40% stake in the market. Hyundai holds 60% stake. And more often, we believe the company same technology, same. They have a bit different class. Kia is very good in strategy and decision making. They launched their cars in 2018 with Kia Seltos, and from zero to top five, they have come in 2023. They came with a new car at that time. Many of the business houses of cars, automobile industry, were packing their bags. The best example is Ford. They existed in Indian market for a long time, but they are not able to survive well. Hyundai tried and tested everything, and they were successful. They knew now is the time for SUVs. So their sister concern came with only SUV. They don't have any. They just launched a sedan. That too is electric. Normal petrol car, diesel car. They don't have any sedans. So they came up with only big cars. Um, One is your Seltos, then you have Sonnet, and then you have Limousine. This Limousine, earlier its name was Carnival. Sometimes strategy is just for the name. When Kia Carnival was the name, hardly anybody was buying the car. They just added a name. In UK or US, when you go, big car means limousine. So this just added the name Kia Carnival Limousine. Sentiments. Sometimes in market you need to play with sentiments. Wherever you go, you get a Maruti service station. That's the tagline, right? That's why a person says if my car gets spoiled out or something gets stuck in say mountains, who will I find it? That's why people don't buy Volkswagen and Skoda, but they buy BMW and they buy Audi and they go to mountains. Volkswagen, Skoda, and your Audi, they are one company, one umbrella. Single umbrella is Volkswagen. But people do buy Audi and go to mountains, but they don't buy Volkswagen and Skoda. Volkswagen has taken very much bad name in India. I mean the company are same, but product is being sell of more of Skoda and your Audi. You need to play with time and sentiments. Kia played it. The moment it changed the name, the car was a big hit. Hyundai tried and trusted. They launched only two cars initially. Hyundai Santro, just to compete with Maruti 800, and this one Hyundai Accent, just to beat Maruti 800 and the sedan cars of Maruti. Santro was a big hit. After 17 years of successful operation, they closed on 2013. Tata Motors, they were only known for big cars. Tata Safari and those Mahindra is again today also have big cars only. But Tata has time and tested. They launched the small car as well. But if you go over quality wise, the German cars, South Korean giants, Japanese cars, they have been introducing new and new technology. The IB Tech engine of Honda is a brand new engine they developed in Japan. Why Volkswagen earned a bad name? They launched the cars, the Beetle and Polo. They launched the cars in India that were already closed down in Germany from a long while. Don't consider customer a fool. Offer them a rose fool, right? Rose. If you consider consumer a fool, they'll make you a fool. It's time and tested mechanism. You launched a car which was already closed down in your country. Are you considering Indian consumer a garbage consumer? Because you are throwing the old wasted material in India, Indian market? Go to hell, will not buy your car. Right? That's what Indian consumer did. Beetle closed down. They had to pack up, Volkswagen had to pack up their bags and went back. And then again, tram and tested came back with the car again, which was closed down. That's why people say in Maruti you will get a service station, in Hyundai you will get a service station, but in Volkswagen spare parts are very costly. You will not get a service station. You will find it. But mental thought is people will not buy it because they have cheated consumers again, and now they are coming with very good technology. But trust loss has been done already. Damage has been done to the market. That's why the safest car, if you travel and hit your car anywhere in the, say, in a tree, say for example, Maruti, Hyundai, Tata is again having a very strong car. Mahindra is again, but the most strongest and safest car right now in the car market is Volkswagen. But India likes luxury features more. This was tested by Kia. This is still tested by other car makers. What is the loophole of the previous car maker? What I can make my advantage? Recently, Toyota launched their Artica with the name of Toyota Romeo. Same car, just the branding is different. Glanza versus Baleno. Toyota Hybrid, Toyota this one, Hyrider versus Brezza. Again, because they are both Japanese, so that is why Suzuki has a retail partner with Toyota. Growth drivers, increasing disposable income, urbanization, government incentives, and again, people are able to buy the cars on EMI option. So that is why there is, even if your disposable income is less, you get a car at least on payment on your installment basis. Demographics impact that increase the number of urban middle class consumers, boosting demand for cars, two wheelers, and electric vehicles. Because normally people want to buy the car just to showcase that I have a car. Earlier days in 1980s, 1990s, if a person was having a cycle at home, whole population of that city used to know him that he has a cycle. Oh my God, he has a scooter and bike. Oh, he is very rich class, urban middle class, right? Today, even if a person has a BMW X7 it's cost one a quarter to 2 crores. Okay, it's just a car. Because people buy cars either to get depreciation in your organization in profit and loss account, or to showcase I have a BMW, not for use, but to just showcase. Because income has increased, so is the consumer's demand has increased. That okay, I'll let me buy. I have a small life to live with. I should buy something which can be showcased. Oh my God, he had a lot of income, right? Burning money. Buy something which has a utility. In economics, we use this term want satisfaction. And again, there is a contrary term which says human wants are unlimited, resources are limited. And one want gets satisfied, another gets increased. Apple iPhone has no other mechanism in the phone which I don't have in the Android phones. Android phone which I buy, my basic target is to buy 15,000 of rupees phone. If possible, if somebody tries to convince features more and more, 15 to 16. Nothing much. Because the moment I'll buy, on second day the technology will get obsolete. So hardly I need to press a green button and red button, and already I used to see a YouTube and Netflix on my mobile. Nothing else. But Apple iPhone, people buy 70,000, 80,000 rupees phone because they have income. You ask for them to invest in mutual funds or equity shares or say government bank deposits. Why should we save? No. That is why, because when you grow at 60 years of age, 70 years of age, God willing, you all live 100 years of age. But in service wise, you need to retire at 60 years of age, right? So these 40 years will give you what you have saved your money, not burnt your money. And today, when you save, it'll exponentially grow financially when you go ahead in your life. Because I'm talking about investment because next name is Cipla and Sun Pharma. They are the only two companies which gave me benefit of 100% return in equity investments in share market. Rest everybody was taken aback saying, I think right now, Suzlon Energy is one which has given me a good gain, but again not comparable with Sun Pharma and Cipla. India is largest supplier of generic medicines globally and world's pharmacy for vaccines and medicine that we already proved on COVID-19. Sun Pharma is a good player. Cipla is a strategic player. Medicines which are prepared by Cipla very less costly and very readily available, due to which consumer trust Cipla. I trust Cipla as a consumer as well as share market investor. Sun Pharma, I have seen their medicine buy and fold, but I don't use more often. Cipla is often and not. I buy medicines. First of all, when I go to pharmacist, I say, "Very, do you have the this say Norfolk TZ is one." Then I think when I was traveling last time, I was taking taking along a medication of Cipla of vomiting. I don't vomit normally, but again, you know, another emergency medicine should be there. So my list was of medicines, but all if you have for Cipla, first target point is Cipla, because as an investor, I have gained, so I should see their product as well because I'm a stakeholder. So if you invest today in any of the organization in share market or say mutual funds, you'll get some gain. But if you burn your money in Apple phones or you say outside eating food, earlier when we were kids, hardly in a month or quarter we used to go outside eating. But today we have seen by and large in these restaurants in Delhi NCR, every weekend is a dine out habit because we all are working class. We want to eat outside. Eating outside decreases your immunity, and on the other side we are spending more. Dal makhani, average dal makhani cost is 500 to 700 rupees in Gurgaon. One dal makhani will cost you one SIP of a mutual fund. Mutual fund will give you 1 plus R to the power n return. I'm not saying don't go outside, but comparatively decrease it so that the money you invest will give you gain. The money you burn will go outside from your stomach or the next day, right? So driving strong capabilities of Indian market of pharmaceuticals. One is strong R&D capabilities because we are more big companies. They have big R&D wings, affordable healthcare, and increased demand for medical services. People from Saudi Arabia and different parts of the world they come for medical surgeries, especially in India. That's why Medicity and big hospitals is gaining. Gurgaon is gaining because these all travelers come from different part of the world, and Delhi airport is very near to Gurgaon, just 20 minutes drive, provided you don't have traffic jams. So India's growing elderly population over 60 million people aged 60 plus in 2021 is contributing to the rise in healthcare demand. Are you guys able to hear me properly?
Yeah, yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay. There is a construction site just along, so I was just checking if there is no disturbance in the class. Okay. So next is retail and e-commerce. Our favorite. Just wake up and open these sites, right? Retail is one of the India's fastest growing sectors with the rise in e-commerce platforms and consumer spending. Reliance Retail, Flipkart, Amazon, Tata Click, and then you have Blinkit, you have Zepto, Big Basket. Big Basket is again is of Tata. They all are driving our daily habits. We don't want to go outside because now we more trust Blinkit. They will deliver the moment you try to get ready and go to a physical shop. By that time, Blinkit will deliver the goods to your place. How fast that is means means if my days if I go to old days again, Big Bazaar was a concept that was introduced that everything you buy under one roof. So every weekend we used to drive down to Big Bazaar. Oh my God, we have Big Bazaar is there. I mean, you drive down to Big Bazaar, go to Sahara Mall, pay for parking. Firstly, burn your fuel. Go in Sahara Mall, pay for parking. Then on the second floor, you go to Big Bazaar, buy everything you want to do, everything because in that case you buy some things which are not required. Big Bazaar had got that advantage. And then because they're going on weekend, you get huge lane for billing. Today, these big stores, I don't remember last time when I went. Because if something I need it, I search on Blinkit, I search on Zepto, I search on Big Basket. Everything is ready on my phone. Why should I spoil my time and my fuel and then go and stand in queues? There were days we used to have old traditional Indian shops. Used to buy from there, get the ready groceries to our home, and then get it done. एक मिनट सुनो ठाठा बंद कराओ आधा घंटा हाँ so this internet savvy population, smartphone usage, expansion of e-commerce, this has increased some usage. And then some people say Flipkart and Amazon are US companies. We should buy only from Indian market. Okay, Blinkit is there with you. Zomato, Swiggy, Instamart is there with you. If anything is not available to you, you buy from a Sadar Bazaar market of Gurgaon or Delhi, then another option is available to you. Sir, can you get us a Uber porter? Another tech savvy idea that you get it packed, biker will come to you or car will come to you, just load the goods there. Instead of human beings, now mobile mobility of the goods also can be increased by just by retailers has an advantage. I bought my son's Costco bat and Costco cricket bat and this ball. I was unable to travel to Gurgaon main market because there are very less sports shops in Gurgaon. I called him. I said, "Do you have this bat?" He said, "Yes." I said, "My son is very small, so I just need a starting range of the bat. Bat size was 3. The ball was there. Half an hour, it was delivered. Because I am young, not. I'm not. But I'm digital savvy, and more often we are internet users where we know how to get work done in a faster mode. Agriculture, agri tech. Earlier days, we used to say that agriculture is the dominant sector and it was more funded by loan, and then farmers suicide was very common. But these days, things have taken modernization. Organic farming is coming up. So largest agriculture producer in the world, and agriculture is dominating sector, and it's evolving advancement in agri tech. ITC, Mahindra Agribusiness, Ninja Guard, even Reliance has taken a very much good initiatives for agriculture. So does the government. 1.5 something metric tons of wheat get was used to get spoiled because of lack of storage facility. But now things have changed due to the modernization of farming techniques, increased demand for organic products, and demographically, again, 60% of Indian population is still dependent on agriculture, with growing opportunities in agri-business and rural entrepreneurship. And more often, like technologies are getting advanced, so we are now again most often more often where our products are exported. Basmati rice that we produce, if we stop exporting to these Gulf countries, they'll die hungry because they are dry lands. We are world's most fertile lands. Dry fruits. All of you eat anjeer, these dry fruits. Go to farming of anjeer, which is being grown in India. I've been to Pune in last week of December. I saw on farmlands the fruit of anjeer, which comes as a dry from Afghanistan. I said, why can't I buy a big ton of anjeer and go with this? Because I like that dry fruit. But the sad part of world is that fruit of anjeer was getting spoiled after 24 hours. If you pluck it from the plant and you don't eat between 24 hours, even if that is refrigerated, it'll get spoiled in 24 hours. But dry fruit does not. So that is why in some cases we need to have a comparative advantage between the two countries. That's why we import the dry fruits from Afghanistan, because we don't have dry lands. We have fertile lands. Every one of these dry fruits, these black raisin, green raisin, munakka, these all are grown in India. Cashews are grown in Goa. But again, we transport groceries to Afghanistan and we take dry fruits because of this competitive advantage, because they have population who want to live life. Right. So our agriculture is beneficial for the whole world. The day we stop exporting, the day People might go hungry in you in the world over, majority world over, no, not major, because we do get some imported fruits also. Telecommunications and media are daily lifelong. Geo India is the second largest telecom market in the world with a large consumer base for mobile phones and internet services. Key players Reliance Jio, beaten every telecom market in India, played with sentiment. How? Can anybody answer this question? How is Reliance played with it that every second network failed out and they were not able to compete with Reliance Jio? Reliance Communications was going well when Dhirubhai Mani was there. Anil Ambani took Reliance Communications with them, and it was good going, but he was not able to take it well. And Infocom, Reliance Jio of Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani, when they separated out, they had agreement of some years. Till that time, uh, the Anil Ambani Group will own communications, and nothing in the competition Mukesh Ambani company will launch. But on the back side of the coin, Mukesh Ambani tried to develop the idea what is going wrong with Reliance Communications, which I can do better. Anil Ambani had more money initial days of separation than Mukesh Ambani. They tested green button, red button is a hardly a button everybody want to talk to. In a day, I hardly get some calls where I need to talk to somebody. Maximum calls are the credit cards, loans, or schemes and offers, which I don't need it. Before Android, Nokia 3315 was playing well in the market. Networking was okay, network was okay. We used to buy phones separately, we used to buy SIM separately when Nokia was there. It was very costly. First phone which was introduced in India, that was Motorola. 21,000 was cost of connection, then mobile phone was a separate. 1990, they launched a very massive, heavy phones. Nokia came with this picture. They reduced the value of, say, cost of mobile phones and network as well. Airtel was there at that time, introduced a new concept. Airtel was first movers initiative who launched this mobile phone network in India. So you need to have, at least today also, you need to have two network, Airtel and Jio. You need to have, because anyway, if you travel to mountains, Airtel is still there, operational very well. Jio is not. But Jio played the game that if you have phone Nokia 3315, but you don't have Android phone, or you have to say you have Android phone and just have a connection like Airtel, your connectivity is weak. More often, people need connectivity of data networking rather than just calls. So they worked on network. They spent 2,50,000 crores on data cabling. And the moment they launched, they played a trick. What the trick was? Use this connection of Geo for 6 months, starting October to March. 6 months, use my SIM Geo free of cost, no bill at all. On 31st of March, if you think that this Geo is bad and your connection is not going good, take the SIM out, throw in dustbin. We will not ask you why you did it. What was wrong with our connectivity? They built up so large customer base by this free sampling of 6 months. Nobody does it for 6 minutes. Even not 6 weeks, 6 months. 6 months is big time. And you're not charging any bill from the consumer. What you're now channelizing is consumer base is increasing. What all consumers are watching, you can go with it. They developed Geo TV where all these Netflix, the Z5, all these are connected. So everything you forgo by just you're not able to watch on any of these other apps, you can go with Geo TV. Geo Cinema is there. Geo Music is there. So whatever consumer likes, their trend is already being tested by Geo. They have a lot of data. Now they're coming up with this Facebook office. I don't know Meta, which was the company name in coming up in Bangalore. where the whole data of WhatsApp and Facebook will be available with Reliance. What they will do, time will tell. So this way, you need to play with the tips and tricks to promote the trade in the market. Government policies promoting digital connectivity and rapid expansion of 4G, 5G networks. 5G phones are already introduced in the market right now. Demographics impact: vast number of young mobile phone first users, driving demand for telecom services and digital connect. Financial services and fintech. India's financial sector rapidly expanding with increasing adoption of digital payment systems and UPI interface, which I said is only present in India, and financial inclusion incentives initiatives. HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Paytm, PhonePe, Razorpay. Financial market. First things first, they introduced the um, this note bandi because of that this old because government took this research that these old currency notes, and the big value currency notes are not being used by retailers, even if the or wholesalers, and it's of not regular usage, and they were wanting to have the economy digitized. Now, there's few factors which drive this digitized economy. Not just that they want to introduce a concept which Congress was not able to do it. The main agenda, up to my knowledge, is they were wanting to stop the terrorist funding. The moment you stop the currency notes immediately, overnight, old currency are gone. How much old currency we had? Hardly, because we are salaried. Most of the thing either we withdraw or we just deposit in bank accounts, or most often my money is there in mutual funds. If and they have stopped more than 2.5 lakh deposit in the bank account in a year. If you do it, you need to get a reason for it. Terror funding stopped, terrorist activity stopped automatically. Then Congress and Parliament said India is would not be able to handle digitized economy well. Today, every second corner you go of the country, you have a barcode. Paytm. I never had a Paytm wallet before this old currency note was stopped. I got a Paytm wallet after no old currency note because currency was not there in the market. Only mobile phone wallets was there. So I had to have a Paytm wallet then. Then I know came to know what Paytm is. I met Vijay Shekhar Sharma personally one to one in his cabin. At one point of time, I was a member of TIE, the Indus Entrepreneurs as a body. So they used to make us connect with the big giants. So he told his story about what he was and everything was there. But didn't knew what Paytm is. I'm sitting in his office having a cup of coffee and tea. But I don't know what Paytm is. I don't have a Paytm account. And that time he was having BMW X1. The moment new currency notes was there, and old currency notes stopped. Whole newspaper advertisement came up. Don't use ATM, use Paytm, and rest is story. So some new efforts done by banks, done by governments, so that old currency notes, which was not, which was hoarded at home by big business men's, even salaried will not be having that much amount of money, and salaried also file a ITR, they pay TDS. Whatever income we get with the TDS. But people who don't give income tax, don't pay taxes, and hoard money at home, then all the monies came out because old currency note will remain of the same color, pink, red, yellow, and you can burn them at home and cook food, but this will be of no use now. And this decision had a very big impact on the economy, on the digitized economy. Today, the fast tags on the cars, they are digitized. I remember when Gurgaon got its first expressway, we used to have a change with us, and it was a long queue. The long queue means the person who had to pay 21 rupees, he has given 1000 rupees note, and the person who is standing there sitting in the cash counter, He does not have a change. Now everything is FASTag. If you don't have FASTag, you need to pay double amount as a penalty. Metro cards again are digitized charge. So again, fintech has taken a very much good advantage for the economy, and more often than not, we are all in this situation that today it is being part of our daily routine that we take UPI first preference and then go for hard cash. Growth drivers, financial inclusion efforts, rise in mobile phone wallets, an increase in use of AI/ML banking service, anti-money laundering. Oh, sorry, artificial intelligence and machine learning in banking services. The youth population, the rise in smartphone have led to a boom in digital payments and online banking. I think this I will you must agree to it because the people who are age old, many of them still don't have Paytm account. My dad does not have a Paytm account. He does not use UPI at all. He does not want to understand what Paytm is. He takes along cash with him and pays cash payment. He does not have a single credit card also. I have two, three companies, but youth population is more addicted to this plastic money or digitized money because we have this surrounding us. Uh, every day we see a UPI payment. Every second minute we have UPI payment, right? So technology wise, finance has taken a very much expansion and growth, but time will tell how this digitized money is there. But this is more prone to hacking, and again, my personal advice, like everybody gives. I have seen a recent fraud with one of my plumber. Somebody called him and he shared a screen by any time, any desk. And one of my cousins also last year it happened. If somebody calls you, I also got a call, but I was not surprised and shocked. I thought this is who somebody is taking me fool out. He called me on Sunday that bank is calling you. So if somebody calls you from a bank, don't disclose any information of yours, because the moment I got a call, I immediately spoke to the police control room of Gurgaon, and they told me, they asked me, have you shared your any detail with them? I said no. I just want to inquire what they do if I give my information. He said, God knows what software they have. You just give the 16-digit number of your ATM card, they'll take the whole money out. And then rest is story. Cyber crimes. You keep on searching people. No, you can't. Till the time you search it, money is gone. Don't answer any calls. If you get a call, just cancel it. Talk to customer care yourself. But haven't seen anybody calling me personally that some for benefit of mine that my I'll get some money. Please talk to me. Right. So this is where this hacking is very prone to, because when money comes up, everybody is greedy. Be on high alert. So there are some issues challenging of doing business in India. This will be discussed in next class in next week. Next week class will be in the morning time, 9 a.m. to 11. That's what being proposed this today also. But due to some technical issues, we are not able to schedule in the morning, fortunately or unfortunately. So next class will be 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. It will be a 2 hours class, and this we'll be having some discussion on this. What do you say? Issues and challenges first, and then we'll move with the next topic of our discussion. Any questions before we close the class for today?
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, and have a nice Sunday. The one that is left, few hours, and see you in the next class. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye bye.
Bye.